Welcome back to the Midnight Who Show, and tonight I'm going to be reviewing the 5th episode of Doctor Who Series 14, Dot and Bubble. This is a Doctor and Companion light story. For most of the episode, the Doctor and Ruby are more in the social media type of bubble that Lindy and other residents of Fine Time have constantly on. Now, when the trailers first came out for this story and the plot synopsis, I was not really excited. It just did not look that great, but I was hopeful that it would be at least a semi-decent story and just not really awful, if that makes sense. You know, I'm always hopeful. And I will say, after watching the story, it's not bad. It's definitely not perfect by any means, but Russell has crafted a really good story and has a lot of good social commentary in this one. It's definitely more about the dangers of living in your own bubble and what that can cause to a person. It's very interesting to have these residents of Fine Time in this kind of constant social media bubble with just their subscribers virtually. They don't even kind of see each other. And they have instructions of how to walk, which helps them avoid the slugs who are eating the residents of Fine Time in a hilariously alphabetical order. Lindy, the main character in this story, it's very obnoxious at the beginning. You know, they live in their own bubble. They're kind of self-absorbed. But you still kind of want them to survive, like any Doctor Who story, right? But by the time you get toward the end, and what they do, of course, to Ricky September, and how they, of course, act toward the Doctor for just saving them, yeah, not a great person. And other residents of Fine Times, too. What Russell brings up at the end is a lot of commentary about racism, as the society just doesn't want the Doctor's help. They just used him to basically get out of the city. And the speech by Ncuti Gatwa was really good at the end. Highlight of their era so far. You can just see the frustration on their face. And Ruby was more like, kidding me? You know, it's just like, they saved you. And they're just going to go off into the wilderness and hope to survive? They lived in their own bubbles. They're not going to be able to survive the outside world. And I bet there's slugs out there waiting for them. Just a great turnaround. And it's like, it was interesting. And I saw it on social media, of course. Funny to talk about in a video like this, review like this, but how, you know, basically with Ricky September, Lindy is just automatically there and just agrees with his help and doesn't even question it. But when the Doctor first appears, she just blocks it. It's kind of interesting comparison. But yeah, it's a very interesting episode, we'll say. Russell has crafted a very interesting commentary on a lot of issues and definitely gave a really great performance from Ncuti Gatwa in their limited performance. What did you all think of Dot and Bubble? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.